So hello guys, so welcome in today's video, right? So this one is just a brief talk about when I started learning how to code in HTML. That's like learning web development, right? So it's like I downloaded the box earlier, right? Yeah. And okay, I took some tutorials which kind of like went boring the moment I went like about 25 minutes into it. And I also checked on Coursera, but those courses are just paused, right? So then I decided to search around on which book which I can learn from HTML, right? From the basics. And most of the people on the internet would recommend that I should learn using what this other book called HTML and CSS by Jon Duckett, right? So this is the one which I've been using to learn everything which I've been producing on my videos, on my current videos, and now on a piece of paper which I've been writing, right, and coding on the computer. So I can say I have about I think it's about 4 weeks into 4 or 5 weeks, because I started in November, right? Around 21 November was the first program which I did create. Okay, as you can see, first web, right? This is the kind of like web which I started creating. It was like 20 November 2022. Yeah, this is it. And from that point I've learned a lot of things which I can say there are much more things which I would. Okay, my parents just arrived at home. So from 20 November, as you can see, so this is the first week, second week, third week, uh fourth week, more like, I mean like fourth week and fifth week. And I can say I wasn't that dedicated to programming, but there are some days which I've did skipped. But yes, I've learned some basic which I can say I now understand the basics of, kind of like not all the basic but a few basic about learning HTML and CSS. So this is kind of like a vlog on a report on how it is going learning HTML and CSS. And yes, there are some days where I can face that it is hard to remember some part of the code. But yes, with some consistent in learning how to program, right, I think I will develop much more better with time as goes on, right? Yeah. So I can say I can remember I was trying to write this kind of like, I was writing this kind of like exercise on the HTML CSS book, right, by Duckett. And it's been hard, like, because after reviewing the code, right, it was totally different. Yes, I could remember some of the sections, some of the forms, some of the labels, but it was kind of like hard to remember the stuff. But I can say let me just continue reading, and I hope as time goes on I will remember and I will grasp more things. So right now I'm currently on this kind of like topic. I hope I won't be copyrighted by showing you this thing, guys. So yeah, and I also want to thank you guys for the subscribers. Right now I'm currently on 169 subscribers, and it's all up to you guys who are supporting my channel. And as I learn how to program, and it's kind of like I've got like an idea to learn how to become a developer, a self-taught developer, right? And later I'm suggesting that if I am able to raise some enough money, right, I'm just going to jump in some courses around the internet. And after learning from the books, right, I'm going to jump into maybe go back to free code camp Odin project. But now what I can recommend myself and others who are learning, I'm not an expert, but I'm just suggesting that it's better to learn from a book first, then later on dive into what learning from a from other online course. That one would be kind of like okay, because the moment I was studying Coursera, right, things was getting tough, because this person was just jumping into some concept which I couldn't understand. But using the Duckett HTML book, HTML and CSS book, right, it just took me step by step. And within these 4 weeks, and I'm kind of like understanding some of the concept. Yes, for some it will take, they say it will take them a month to learn programming, right? But for me it's kind of like not that much, because I think people are just different when it comes to understanding stuff and remembering some concepts. So yeah, this is for the first. I think this is the first vlog which I've created. Maybe I have created some shorts, but this one I would say this is the first vlog which I've created on learning web development as a self-taught beginner. So cheers guys, bye for now.